Hello everyone. It's been a little bit. It's been a few days actually. I did have a video, but I lost all the audio again. So here we are. The other idea I had. This is gonna be a tier list, sort of, I guess. Uh, but with military ranks, with military ranks. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually currently in the U.S. Army, and so I felt like this would be a really cool, unique idea that not too many Genshin YouTubers or streamers have really done. Uh, we have basically Lois going up the chain in terms of that. We split off officer here. And the reason we don't have every rank is because I did not want this to be a very like giant list. So I just encapsulated like a bunch of sergeants into one, all the privates into one, LTs into one, captain. I just skipped to general because why not? I think you guys get the idea, and I feel like most civilians don't really know the ranking structure too well anyway. So, and most people get what I mean. Anyway, let's get right into it. Make sure you hit that like button. You hit that big red button. That's one of my favorite ones to hit. It's just so satisfying, you know? I think red means good. And comment. Let me know what you think. If you want me to do more things like this. And yeah, let's get right into it. We're going to pull from the middle here, so it's not the same order. Close my eyes. Rosaria. Ooh, Rosaria's an interesting one, because she's more of a lone wolf. I feel like she wouldn't want to lead people, you know? I also feel like she's very independent, but like wouldn't want to rise up the ranks. But at the same time, she's super like, she's proficient at her job, you know? She's very cool. I really don't see her in a leadership position at all, though, whatsoever. And for that, I'm going to put her with the E4 Mafia. If you know, you know. But I'm definitely gonna put her as specialist. I'm gonna close my eyes, pull the next one. We got Changgyoon. Definitely private energy. He just follows around, you know. Jingchu. A bit new. He's young, has a lot of spirit, still has hope. So I think that fits him. Honestly, this definitely fits him. Yeah, we're gonna move on. Next, Sucrose. Sucrose is interesting, right? Because Sucrose is very young, but she's also very bright, right? I feel like she would be one of those young sergeants you see. You know what I mean? I feel like she would rise through the ranks pretty quick, just on her perseverance, her intelligence. But again, she's very young, so I don't really see her making it into here. Maybe like you know, like a sergeant position, maybe a staff sergeant quickly. That's where I see Sucrose. Next we'll grab Nengguang. Nengguang. See, Nengguang has she has a certain attitude to her, right? She's very intelligent, doesn't really tell other people what's going on in her plan from the get-go, but you'll get it eventually. She obviously commands a lot of stuff. I think she's basically like the ruler, she's taking care of all of Leeway. I definitely see her as a general. Like, that's 100% where she belongs. She does give off that LT energy sometimes, but I feel like she's a bit, you know, too respectable. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna probably go in order now. Aether. Come on. Actually, probably right there. Listen. The reason he's not general, for those of you that don't know, right? There's two sides to the military, right? You have the enlisted side, where you have the sergeants and sergeant major and specialists and privates, right? Then the officer side, where you have lieutenants, captains, majors, and generals, and lieutenant colonels and colonels, right? I feel like Aether, he's really down in the mud. You know what I mean? He's really nitty gritty, and this isn't to say none of them have been in the nitty gritty like the other ranks, but I feel like he's definitely the type to have worked his way up through the enlisted ranks and then sergeant major. He's very old, from what I understand in the story. Very powerful, one of the stronger characters. Everyone believes in him. He helps out people. You know, like he's very high up there. I see him as. You know what I'm saying? I feel like definitely the man to take charge. Albedo, definitely see him as definitely as an LT for sure. For sure, this dude's definitely an LT. Oh, he's got his clipboard. You know, like I don't see him doing any heavy lifting, if you know what I'm saying. Like I don't see him doing any heavy lifting, but he's very smart. You know, paper smart, book smart. I see Albedo as an LT for sure, 100%. And yeah, I could see him you know, being under like a captain or general. He'd be a valuable asset though, you know what I'm saying? Amber, definitely there. Very cheery, very out there, I'd say. Bright-eyed. She's in the Knights of Favonius, which has their own ranking structure. I do not remember what she ranks as in the Knights. I think she's still relatively new and young, even in the story and their ranking structure, though. So I think Private fits. She doesn't really have that specialist energy yet. Too happy, you know. Ayaka. I actually get the same vibes from her. I actually think she would be a LT. I don't think she's really captain material quite yet, but I think she's like LT. You know what I mean? Like she's prim and proper. She doesn't really let mud touch her. You know, she'll freeze it before it gets to her skin. Ayaka definitely would be an LT, I think. Yeah, for sure. And just in the story, she goes around, you know, with Aether, and they have that little day. It's so adorable, and you know, but she's very prim and proper, you know. And I give it to her. And everyone knows that's what an LT is. Barbara, Barbara, same situation as these two. She's very young. She's more mature than these two, I feel like, at least from what I've seen of her. But I don't think she really fits into this role quite yet. Like she's still on the very young end. She's not really like super proficient yet, you know? She's just not there. Very new. Beto, of course, Captain. That's what she's called in the show, in the game. So I think it's fitting. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that placement. She gets the job done. She either be loved or hated, you know, in that position. Loved or hated. People respect her. She's worked for this. She's probably started off as like enlisted, you know, for her fair share of wars, killed the enemy, took control. Now she's a captain. Yeah. I can see it. She has battle scars. Definitely enlisted to officer, though. I could see Beto doing that. But she'd be like the rough kind, you know? Bennett. See, he's an interesting one. Because Bennett, he's been adventuring for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He's been around the block. He's very useful in game. Very childish, though. He has terrible luck, so I feel like he would, like, fuck up so bad that he would normally be here. But then, like, he'd do something and lose rank. Like, he would set, like, the building on fire or something by accident, and then get, like, an article and get his pay and rank taken. So, yeah, I actually think he would be private just off of principle. Diluc. Definitely these kind of vibes from him for sure. Very experienced, lone wolf kind of dude, but also very respected. He's the cool kind. He expects a lot from you. He's a really good NCO type, you know. Like I would love to have Diluc as my NCO personally, but yeah, I think Diluc would be definitely there. Very strong personality, you know. He doesn't take any shit either. He'd probably talk up to all these people and they would listen to him. Like, he gives no shits. Don't think he's quite old enough to really be here, which is why he's here. Aether, like I said before, he's like 1,000. He's like 1,000,000 years old or something. I don't know. Diona, low key. Here we go. Bro, she's bossy as fuck, man. She's rising through the ranks fast. She got a lot of spunk in her, and she can outdrink like everyone. She makes drinks, actually. I don't think she drinks. She makes drinks though, and everyone would love her for that. She definitely got a waiver. She's a specialist. She's above these guys. Doesn't really matter, you know. These ranks more or less respect one another, you know. These two go hand in hand. But I feel like she would be there, low-key. Even though she's one of the younger ones. Fishu. Okay, Fishu, I think I know where I'm putting her. I think I'm putting Fishu in Specialist as well. She's actually very good at her job. She's just very childish, but she has experience. She's an experienced adventurer. She's been around the block. She knows what danger looks like. She's been in her fair share of battles. You know, she got perfect aim. I'm telling you. Perfect. Yeah, that's about all I have for Fisher, honestly. She would be annoying as shit, though. And I feel like she would be working her way up to here, like, very quickly. But, yeah. Ganyu, definitely see Ganyu in that position. Very intelligent. Does a lot of paperwork. She does paperwork out the ass. And she's just gonna listen to these two. Have all the work dumped around here, paperwork-wise. And then, you see those bags under her eyes. And then, yeah, I think she fits there. She's very pretty. You know, looks like nothing can touch her in the game. Like, she's too powerful, too OP. I think this is a perfect place for her, honestly. Hu Tao. Ooh, this is an interesting one. This one's interesting. Hu Tao's personality, right? That she's very strong. Even in lore, she's pretty solid. She cares about people below her. You know, she feels bad for Chi-Chi. I say she's probably one of the sergeants. Maybe like staff sergeant or something. I could see Hu Tao's staff sergeant for sure. Hu Tao is older than she looks, I think. I think she's like 20 something. She does own a business. You know, she owns the funeral parlor. So I can see that. She's got that look in her eyes, the look of fire, you know? I think she'd actually be around Deluxe rank, personally. That's where I would put her, you know? Jean. Definitely captain energy from her, you know? She does care about the people below her, but she doesn't really give off general vibes. She is, like, just acting while the actual commander of everything is gone in the story. You know what I'm saying? So, Jean, definitely captain vibes. Very, she got her shit together, though, you know? She really has her shit together. She's commanding troops. She has the military experience. She just doesn't give off that energy that we're looking for here. She's definitely just in the captain space, though. Kaya. Not a big Kaya fan, honestly. I think he's sus. Definitely suspicious. But I'd put him as specialist. He has that vibe to him. Like, he doesn't give a shit, but like, he'll do his work. Very chill. He goes out drinking, you know, has fun with the boys. I know he's older, but I feel like, you know, he joined a little late. And yeah, like, everybody thinks he needs to be here, but he always like screws around for like the board and shit. So he just ends up staying a specialist. That's where I see Kaya. Kaching, definitely sergeant. E5 vibes for sure. She's definitely above these two ranks, I think, and personality, ability, but you know, she's just not quite there yet. She's not reaching her full potential, but she's working towards it. Very reliable, pretty solid. She'd be a hard NCO to have though. She's very bitchy. She's very bitchy. She'd be annoying to have, but I think that's where she'd be. Klee, oh my god, I fucking love Klee. She'd be in private, of course. She's so happy and giddy, and like everybody loves Klee. All right, Klee is just so damn cute. Freaking terrorists. She'd be the ones we're fighting. Actually, we should have like a freaking ISIS tier or something. Because Klee is the enemy to all of them in this scenario. Freaking arsonist. All right, Lisa. Definitely like a lazy type of LT though. You know, she's intelligent. You know, very book smart. Obviously, her and her personality is very lazy though. I don't see her being down here doing gritty work. Like I just don't see Lisa doing that. So I think she'd go straight into being like an LT. She'd go straight into the officer route. For sure. Again, I don't know their ranks in the Favonius Knights or how that works. I don't remember if they even describe how that works, but Lumine. I'll be honest, Lumine is weaker than Aether. I'm sorry, like personality wise. I need to stop clicking everything. Personality wise, like Lumine I just don't get the same vibes off of Lumine. Like, she just feels out of place when you play her. If we're talking about evil Lumine or, like, the Lumine we're actually chasing, then she's, like... I feel like she gives me these vibes. So I'm gonna put her in mind of, like, the more villainy one that we're chasing after. I don't know if she's a villain, but, like, she's on the opposite side, right? Against the gods. And... I'd put her up there. She definitely gave off those vibes when she came out. Plus, she's like a princess or whatever. But I don't think she's really general level. Actually, she might be. If she's commanding the entire abyss, yeah, she actually might be up there. And I think these two, this shows the disparity between these two. One is like highest officer, and then this one's like highest enlisted. But I think that fits them perfectly. Mona. I see Mona down here for sure. I can see her being a specialist. She's not very old. Still in training. You know, she's learning the ropes. She's learning the ropes, so to speak. Noelle. I can see Noelle in private for sure. No, she tries a little too hard. I can see her here working towards E5. You know, she's getting her points up. That's what she's doing. She's trying to get her points up. She really wants to excel. She works hard. You know, she's one of those hard-working E4s for sure. Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi's actually a lot older than she looks. Very chill. I'd put her in specialist as well, honestly. She's part of the E4 Mafia for sure. She's just forgetful. You can trust her to protect you, get the job done, but, you know, she's not new. But she does need a lot of help still. You know, she's working on it. Razor. Again, E4 Mafia, I think. I actually do think he's part of the E4 Mafia. He's not quite in private, but he's not ready to be a leader yet, I don't think. I don't think he's ready to lead. I think he's strong. He just needs to work on that intelligence before he fits into any of these positions, you know? Tartaglia. I definitely see him as Tartaglia. He's a hard one because I don't like Tartaglia, right? No, I'm just kidding. I don't really like him. The Labyrinth event made me like him more in his like thing with his brother. But like he still tried to fucking kill us. Like I don't know how you guys let that go. But he tried to kill this dude, bro. I don't care who comes out. This is number one for me. Aether is my boy. Like, that's me. Like, my Aether is, like, just the most sassy motherfucker to ever live, all right? So, Aether is, like, number one for me. Tartaglia, you question that. But, honestly, his rank, I think of him, I consider him as a sergeant, for sure. He's way too, like, in the nitty-gritty to be an officer, for sure. And I don't think I think he's definitely above these two ranks. So I think Sergeant's the best one. I don't see him here though. He's not. He doesn't belong next to Aether. I don't think. Actually, looking at him again though, he's been around. No, he's still in his prime youth of fighting, wanting to fight. You know, Venti. Definitely, he's definitely here. Like just complete slacker, dude. My dude knows how. He's the sham god Venti. He 100% could get out of every sort of fucking detail, all the bullshit. Venti would find a way to get the fuck out of it. And this is exactly where he belongs. E4 Mafia Venti. He's like the leader. He's the reason everybody else fucks off. And drinks all the time. Yeah, that's the perfect spot for Venti. Shang Lang, again, E4 Mafia for sure. Don't see her really taking charge or leading. Actually, Shang Lang. She's a very experienced chef. Like, if she's a cook, I could see her in a sergeant position. You know, she's mature enough. She's not, like, super childish. She can get her work done. She's just happy. You know what I mean? She's young, but I feel like she's business-driven. She's very driven as a person and her passion. So she'll do her best all the time. So I feel like sergeant is definitely okay for her. Zhao. I could see Zhao here for sure. My dude's seen some shit. He's seen some shit. He's been around the block. He's fought his fair share of wars. But I don't think he would ever find himself in, like, officer position. So he would just reach the highest for enlisted. And, like, he's chilling. But, like, he still had, like, those scary PTSD moments, man. Let me tell you guys, man. I had a first sergeant that scared me. Like, he would just freeze sometimes and just stare and then continue talking like nothing happened. Like, he'll pause between sentences. It's like you can see the PTSD in his eyeballs, and it's just terrifying, you know. So I think Sergeant Major fits him. Like, he'd be a step above that for sure. Jingchu, definitely Sergeant. Very demanding, but like, actually no. I think Lieutenant. Yeah. Very pampered. Prissy a little bit. Jingchu is. His haircut's all over the place. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it's like a new fresh style though. But I think he'd be there. Very bossy. He doesn't really fit into this sort of these sort of ranks. He literally just bosses Changgyoon around all the time. I feel like this is right for him. He's very intelligent, book smart, you know. Xenion, honestly, if we're talking gameplay, she's like private, you know, very new. She has to figure out what works first. That shit not working. Xenion, yeah, very loud, boisterous. Yeah, we're gonna move a little bit faster, so this isn't too long. Zhongli, I also feel like he'd be here. Same deal with Zhao. Like, he's seen some shit. And not to say these ones haven't, but I don't think he would ever, considering what happens in the story, how he, like, dips, I don't think he would ever be here. I think he would stay here and be content with that, honestly. Be at a Sergeant Major level. I don't see him, like, switching over to General. I don't see him pursuing that. But he could 100% fill the role, you know what I mean? Like, he's very capable. But I think he would be a Sergeant Major. I think he would have been up the enlisted route with the amount of bodies this man has taken. Eula. She's very elegant, very prim and proper. She takes command. She's strong. I guess here as captain. I don't think she's quite general material. She doesn't get along enough with everyone, but I think she's captain. Like, very, very much, it feels like this is where she belongs. She doesn't really fit into any of these, I don't think. Yan Fei's bitch. Yan Fei. LT. For sure. Definitely would be an LT. She's a lawyer. That's all I have to say. Kazuha. Definitely see him here. I don't think he would be. He's not very old. I don't think he fits into this one or any of these. He's definitely been down in the dirt, man. He's been through it, lost some friends in battle, seen his fair share of combat. He'd be a high up there though, you know. Maybe first class. Sergeant first class, maybe. Yoimiya, I see her as E5 material for sure. God damn it, settings. God damn it. Alright, where was I? Alright, Yoimiya. Yeah, I think she'd be like E5, like a fresh sergeant. Very lively, she'd be cool to serve under. Very strong, independent, and you know, she's great with like kids and everyone loves her. She's great. Sayu, she's actually more experienced than a lot of the people here. She's very like serious, quiet, but she is very young. But I feel like she's in the same boat as Diona. Like she would 100% be able to get the job done. Like she's actually very strong and like lore, I guess, or like talented. I'd say. Don't know why there's two Kazuas. Definitely see her as general. She's ruling over her country. Like literally. Very intimidating, hard to approach. Everyone tries to like look their best when she comes around, you know, like this is the perfect rank for her, and Guanger get that exact reaction from people. Perfect. Kujo Saro would definitely be right under her. I think she would be captain for sure, which I think is her actual rank in this game, although their captain is different from how the army in the US works, at least. And commander and all those ranks in the game, those are ranks, but commander is more of a position for us. Kokomi, she does not give general vibes. I know that's what she is, but this is based on like personality and character. But then again, she's very smart, but she's not a general, you know. I could see her at most as captain. You can see her as a captain, maybe a major, you know, like leading troops and shit like that. But honestly, I don't see her as a general. She doesn't have that same domineering factor. Like people aren't intimidated when they see her. They're not like, holy shit, the general's coming. It's more like, oh, it's the general coming, you know. Aloy, you shouldn't be in this fucking game. That's for a whole different video. Doma, definitely would be in the no, he's definitely in the E4 Mafia. Definitely. I feel like he'd be like, everyone would love him, you know. I don't feel like he'd be quite here yet. I feel like he'd still be in his days of like fucking around. He wouldn't exactly take it serious, but he'd be like, you know, he'd make the mood better. Everyone would like him. I feel like Itto. Again, yeah, I think he would be. He's a little too rowdy for, I think. Yeah, actually, like I don't know. Actually, he would be able to make it. I forget. He leads a gang in his thing. He's a great leader. He inspires people. Yeah, I could see him in the E6, E5. Maybe E7. Yeah, I could see Itto there. He's a very good character. I love Itto. Like, I really just love this guy. He's so damn good. But he has a personality for Sergeant, for sure. Goro. General Goro. I'd say he could be, honestly, I think he'd be like an E8, E7. Honestly, I think that's where he would fall in. He's pretty damn young, so he wouldn't really fit into this role. It takes years. Again, here, years. It would take a long time to fall into this rank or this rank. But I think he could fall into Sergeant for sure. Shinhua, very loner type. I feel like same with Rosario, but she's not. I feel like she doesn't give the same kind of like slacker vibes. Shinhua's more elegant. She's beautiful, man. I love Shinhua. Very much of a loner though. Like I could see her. She's hard. She's the hardest one for sure. I don't know where I would put her because I don't think she really fits with them. Story wise and everything. Maybe here. I can see her here. Book smart. Book smart though. Nah, no fucking way. She'd probably be like Sergeant. Yeah, I'm gonna leave her there. Yoon Jin. I think she would fall into Sergeant for sure. Is the whole opera thing. Perfectionist kind of person. Actually, no, for sure. With her upbringing, she's definitely an officer. I promise you that. Yeah, Miko. Definitely general vibes. Definitely. Intimidate. No, Captain vibes. I don't think she's intimidating in the same way. She's very, I don't know, because some generals can be like really chill and cool. And she has the experience and knowledge. She's very fucking old. So yeah. Yeah, I like this. Honestly, if I was putting Aloy from freaking Horizon, I'd put her fucking Sergeant, I guess. But yeah, this is my list. This is very fucking solid. I think this is very accurate to how it would look if they were in the U.S. military. I think this is how it would look. Yeah, Diona, fucking like 10-year-old would be a specialist. Yeah. Looks accurate to me. Anyway, I'm out. Tell me what you think about the tier list. Tell me if you want more like this. This one was actually pretty fun. It was interesting because I'm trying to think of like personalities of people who I know in these positions or met in a lot of these positions. And obviously I have more, I'm the enlisted route myself. So I have more experience with people like from here to here. From here to here. So it's a lot easier. As for up here, like, there's just the vibes. I feel like a lot of this is based on vibes, knowledge, and like just overall personality and what they've done in the story. You know, like Ganyu is a very hard paper pusher, so I don't see her in any of these roles. Like, it makes so much sense for her to be here because she's not really commanding anything. So captain wouldn't make sense, or general. So that's the sort of thought process I use. Tell me what you think. Make sure you drop a like, you comment, subscribe. Tell me what I can improve on. Tell me what you want to see next, that kind of thing. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. If you made it this far, thanks so much. And yeah, catch you next time. Bye.